Welcome back, guys, to Atelier Ryza, ever Darkness The Secret Hideout, where last episode we stepped forth to end the Flusha threat, facing off against the Ravaging Queen in both its giant and combat forms that alchemic might brought to bear, slaying her and taking a badge that seemed to contain power as Ryza came up with an idea. So began her trials to create a new power source for Kirkin Island, creating first a redstone and then a much more powerful crimson stone, which powered up the entire island once more, stopping it from sinking and providing a new source of fresh water at last. With that problem solved, we then returned to the Underworld, with Boss having gone ahead to meet Kilo with the water orb, breaking it to restore water to the Orin's lands, as we now head out to finish Empel and Lila's task, sealing the gate as we finish up our story. It's time to tie up this one last loose end. Time to seal the gate. So what do we have to do exactly? I need to set up a number of objects around the gate. It's quite annoying, if I'm being honest. Originally, the building itself would have served that purpose. But as you know, that's not an option. And that's how the gate activated without anyone realizing it. So, what are these objects you have to set up? Anything we'd be familiar with? You've seen them lying around everywhere. In the dirt, in the muck. Wait, are you saying... Indeed. They're special stones created by the Clint Kingdom. I need you to help me. Start moving the stones into place. What? I'm so sick of manual labor. Excellent. The ceiling is complete. The gate is silent. So all you had to do was place the stones. Wouldn't the gate open back up if someone moves them? The gate was originally designed to reactivate at the slightest disturbance, which is why it opened. Precisely. But once it's been properly sealed, a much more complex process is needed to open it again. Are you sure you're okay with this, boss? Kilo, I mean, you might never see her again. She said she's going to wait for the rest of her people to return, even if it takes centuries. She told me the true name of her land. I'll find another way to the Underworld and visit her then. I see. Anyway, good work, everyone. It's finally over. Time for another adventure, is it? Oh, you left some Felucia on this side. It's not good. Quick, exterminate them. Not a terrible idea to do the cleanup and all. And now we can't go back. So where to next? The Atelier? It's all over, supposedly. Let's see. So what's going to happen now the village doesn't have to rely on the Broom family for water? What do you mean? I don't think anything will change. Morris just won't be able to bully anyone anymore. He'll be mad at first, but I'm sure he'll find another way to make money. I have to admit, he's good at that. So that's the only thing that changed after our grand adventure. But that means you were able to protect your ordinary life, right? I guess. But I was hoping for some kind of reward. Like, not getting yelled at by my mum anymore. Listen, Ryza. Father told me his application to open a trade route to the capital has been improved. Oh yeah, good for him. Which means his work here on the island is finished, and we're moving on. You beat me to it, Claudia. I'm actually thinking of becoming a knight errant. We'll be leaving soon as well. Right. It's time for us to start our search for the next set of ruins. Boss invited me to come study abroad with him at the capital. I think I'm going to accept. Everyone's leaving. I'm sorry, Ryza. I just couldn't find the right time to tell you. There's no need to apologize, is there? It's not like it was your choice. And with the gate here sealed, we were bound to wander off eventually. For me, it just felt like the time was right. And I understand Tao's decision, but Boss has another story. He wants to research the Clink Kingdom. There's still a lot to do first, so we'll be here a while longer. I see. Then I guess we're gonna have to plan a going away party. Ryza, we might not be able to make it too flashy, but I know. Let's go around and all give one idea. He's left behind. One idea, you say. Head to the Razan District, the Bowden District, Kirkenfort, Brunnen Manor, and the Valence Residence, then return to the Atelier. Ryza decides for a getaway party, but first she wants to visit a number of places from her past. I mean, it is the present as well, which is why the chapter is past the present. Time to do what the game wants. Time for the ending to play out. Mum and Dad, you have nothing to say? Terrible parents. Where are you? I'm emotionally distraught. And your friend's going away party, Ryza? Yeah. Please don't say you need my help with something. No, that's not it. It's just, What's it, Dad? I don't like when you make that face. It's his way of trying to cheer you up. He can tell you're doing your best not to cry. No, that's not true. Come on, Dad. We're your parents. You can't hide that kind of thing from us. I guess. Anyway, I'm not gonna cry. I'll be fine. But, thank you. Then just go and have fun. I'll be here when you get back. I know this isn't an official event, but please don't cause any trouble for the alchemist, okay? I won't, Mum. Jeez. I'm the alchemist now. My powers have surpassed him. To the Razan District next then. I'm in the Razan District. To the Bone District is what I thought I was doing. Let's go to the farm. farm actually doesn't have anything either. Well, I can back out this way, can't I? To the Ryza district, damn it! Bowden district then. I knew our guests would leave someday, but the little troublemakers too. It's gonna get lonely around here. I don't feel that lonely. Well, maybe just a little. But... Thanks for waiting. Gosh, the town office is such a pain. All I needed was the exam application. So you're gonna study abroad with Boss, huh? If you told me that 6 months ago, I'd have laughed out loud. Well, I'm not leaving anytime soon. I still have to work hard and pass the exam to get scholarships and stuff. You can read the Clink Kingdom's language, so I'm sure you'll pass. Anyway, it's time to celebrate. Look at the water gush out of there now. It was mossy and stuff, but now it's like water everywhere. And all of it you're able to drink. That's how good we are. What's going on up here? He said he wanted to become some kind of knight errant. Did you put that idea in his head? Why do you have to sound so dismissive? It wasn't me. I was surprised as anyone when he told me. That was all him. Trust me. All him. I remember how much of a crybaby he used to be. And now he's deciding stuff like that on his own. Not that I would ever want to be compared to you, but wandering the land does sound like fun. Hey, you got one other mouth on you, kid. But it's your life. Do what you want. I will. Maybe I'll drop by when I feel like it. Yeah, get out of here. I don't understand their relationship. Is it good? Is it bad? It seems better than you'd expect, doesn't it? 100%. What is being said and what seems to actually be happening seems to be different. You're expecting to be absolutely horrible from what you said. You've taken such good care of my daughter, and in a way, me as well. I should thank you. You're a huge part of people recognizing me as an alchemist. I hope you and my daughter will remain friends, no matter where we may end up. Absolutely. We're planning to return to my wife's resting place, so Claudia can play her flute for her. Right. And I'm sure she'll want to stay with you on your travels after that. It makes sense. Perhaps. But you'll always have our support. Alchemist Ryza Stout. Ryza, I'm ready. Let's go. Okay. Well, goodbye. We just keep moving on. So I guess our next destination should be Kirken Port. Who's waiting for me there? Romy? Fish has been back to normal ever since that earthquake. Nothing to do with alchemy, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, if you ever need anything, please feel free to go to Ryza. Lila, it's time to go. Right. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Have the fish returned to the lake? They have. Living things are quite simple. As long as the environment is right, they will always return. Looks like everything here is being cleaned up nice and tidy. Then, shall we go? That kid's just sitting in. I'm gonna warp back in time. Watch me. This is what I do. Oh, lumber. Okay, that's it for today. Hey, you're not worn out, are you? I need you to take care of things while I'm gone. I'll do my best. You really seem to be taking this seriously. He might not be a great fighter, but he needs to have some skill if he's going to be Father's bodyguard. Yeah. How should that been since everything happened? I told him he needs to prove he's more than just hot air and start working harder. I think that motivated him. I'm sure he can work hard when he wants to. So, are you coming to the party? Len threatened to drag me there by my hair if I didn't. Good. I'm glad you two are so honest with each other. I think that's everyone. Ridden Manor, Valence, Kirkenport, Bone District, Razan District. I think that's all. It's blocked. Da 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 da! Here's our guest of honor, boss! So what do you think of Atelier Ryza? Not bad for something you came up with. Still full of attitude, huh? Anyway, with that out of the way... Long sentence. I'd like to begin the group going away party and wish for a bright future for everyone. You know, we spent so much time talking about us, we never thought to ask. Huh? What's up? What are you going to do now, Ryza? You plan to stay here on the island? Oh well. As this village's alchemist, I already have a plan. Oh yeah. Let's hear it. First, I predict the island will lose power again in about 100 years, so I need to deal with that. Next, I'll develop better desalination equipment and build as many as I can. Then, I'll figure out some way to stabilize the island. Can't just have it floating all over. How's that sound? That sounds all well and good, but you don't actually have a plan, do you? Nope. Figuring that out is part of my goal. If I can figure out it all quickly, maybe I'll leave the island. But until then, I'm going to stick around here. I need to protect the ordinary days of everyone here. Well, I think we'll do just fine, Ryza. You think? I know she'll do just fine. Hey, stop interrupting! Don't worry, Ryza. I know you'll fix everything and leave the island in no time. I'm sure of it. And then we can all travel together. Father would be happy for you to join us. Or it could be just me and you. I see. That sounds kind of nice. Then we can capture Lent and track down Empel and Lila. And then kidnap Tower and Boss from the capital. And have another party. Just like today. Capture? How do you plan to do that? Of course, if anyone could find a way, it would be you. Yeah, I can see that now. I certainly wouldn't put it past her. I might take you up on that, assuming we're not too busy. And if we are busy, we'll force you to help us. If we haven't missed you in our travels, would it be okay if we dropped in here? Anytime. It's the Atelier Ryza, our secret hideout. And there we go. Roll credits. Or roll credits. We'll see. On an ordinary island called Kirken. In an ordinary village called Rasenboden. I lived an extraordinary life. I fought to protect an ordinary one. I'm Ryza Stout, but everyone calls me Ryza. I'm a normal farmer's daughter, and an alchemist. I'm in my atelier, surrounded by the things I found on my adventure and the things that alchemy taught me. Might seem kind of boring to some people, but it's the start of another wonderful, exciting day. Under the deep blue sky and the summer sun, I look out into the distance, far, far away. And so there we go. Welcome, Megaman, to the channel as well. As our credits, they do roll in beautiful artistic style. So that was my first dip into the Atelier series. It was very interesting coming across it and learning the systems, learning what the game seems to be about. Very much about that. Just living life around a town. very heavily dipped in its creation system, its alchemy. Not so much its combat, which was very much a backseat. I guess, to be honest, some certain game series add combat for the purpose of trying to bring in a larger audience, because it's maybe expected, whereas it's not the focus. Maybe Atelier Ryza 2 will do something different and be more combat focused. I don't know. I think that's probably what would bring in more of an audience. But for a game that's you just want to just chill out, play, look through some menu systems, do some crafting, get around like some gathering. People love those kind of games. Hey, stuff like Stardew Valley and Minecraft and all that wouldn't be so big. There was just a simple, exciting loop to just gathering and creating. The battling doesn't have to be really part of it. But this is like those kind of games, just on a grander scale, a JRPG scale, in a lot of respects. And it was very fun to move our way through. We did, of course, break the game with our gear and break the final boss with our ridiculous stats. Fair dues. If there's one criticism I would have, it would be that I just kind of wish a game wouldn't let me do that. Fancy music, though. Purely on the basis is, of course, just, you know, either they can scale versus your stats a little bit so the difficulty remains constant. But then again, it's just a game that feels like it's based on making stuff. Not necessarily the fighting stuff. But you make stuff to then try out and battle and go, ooh, cool effects, right? But also because of the way you can power up your gear redonkulously. So say, for example, you couldn't go from the bottom tier of a gear to the top tier of a gear, filling it full of stats in the way that you can. The game might have ended up with a bit more balance, but with, you know, being able to like get your stats down, I'm guessing over time you could end up like maxing out stats on lots of things. Maybe. You could probably max out your stats, and that would be well more than the game actually requires you to even have. But when you stop people doing stuff like that, you can actually make a more like balanced experience, which, to be honest, is probably very purposeful. Again, I haven't played any other Atelier games, so I don't know if the same applies for those. But that's what I just imagine, is that it's a conscious decision to have the game that breakable, because they want you to engage as much as possible in the crafting system. That's where it is. I don't think I can get so strong I can one-shot the final boss. I'm pretty sure you can get strong enough that you can just because it's normal difficulty you played on, chop the boss away in just a couple of turns. Wouldn't surprise me. It was interesting as well that the final boss had an HP value the same level as those elementals we saw, which does make me wonder if the elementals are at the same power level as the final boss. Because if so, we were able to trash the final boss probably a lot earlier. Just going by HP value, they both had 15,000, right? So at the level we actually beat the fire elemental, we probably could have beat the game. And then we just improved from there. Because it was like, oh, I don't like this. My health's going down. And all of a sudden, the gear was just constantly made. But again, even if it is alchemy system based, etc., slice of lifey and all that, and not so much based around the battle system, what is the goal of every JRPG? To get more powerful and by the end of the game have a working, overpowered strategy to win. That's pretty much JRPG Central. You've got to figure out the stuff and the systems. In different games, it comes in different things. Like in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, it comes in topple locking. Stuff like that. Straight junctioning in FF8, making sure you've got 99 of every spell, and then just junctioning it to strength and going, oh look, my normal attacks are good now. And Lionheart spam with aura. You know? Single systems. Ways to get yourself OP. Atelier Ryza just takes the shackles off. To get you to craft. To get you to be an alchemist. And that's what we engaged in. And so Atelier Ryza comes to an end. It was so colourful and cheery and just warm, and it was a nice, like, blanket to wrap around yourself. That's how I describe the game. That's how I describe it. That makes it look like someone came back. Hi. Cool. Gameplay recording is resumed. Clear data. Creating clear data. Loading clear data will allow you to choose one of the following. Continue on after the ending. New events get added. Or a new game. Restart the game from the beginning. You will keep money, gold, coins, weapon, armor, accessories, and core items. Wow, you could be overpowered from the start. With the roast records, I never even bashed that. Let's create a clear save. And I might experience that and try to find out what's across the world, what's here and there, with my usual kind of YouTube added content. Do you know what I mean? You've cleared the game, which unlocks the following: very hard and charismatic difficulties. So I guess I had hard as a possibility, but any difficulty level above that. Charismatic, I'm assuming, is harder than very hard, considering it comes after very hard, and extras, select from the title screen. And so, we have loaded up the cleared save to see if there is any things here, there, or everywhere. But thanks to the fact that we're now in what you could consider the post-game, and we're not on the blind playthrough side of things anymore, we can now look at things to figure out where to go for any of the secret extra content. Well, that said, Ryza swears to continue working hard as an alchemist there at the Atelier, supposedly. Maybe we can head over to there and something will take place, unless there's something on the map there to kind of check out. Plus, we kind of got that last landmark in the Underworld, so maybe I should go find that first. Let's get on the way. Well, there's now new fishing spots for Underworld masters and stuff. Same when the waters ran through town now. I guess this got added in the post-game. That's our first thing to check out, even though I don't know where the landmark actually is. I'm wondering if it's at the top of there. Because let's face it, it's definitely a landmark. Maybe you can't quite get it yet. Indeed. So you can't even get the final landmark until you completed the game. Ain't that such a thing? So with that landmark now obtained, let's head to the Atelier and set someone to work on it. But first, looks like everyone is here. What's going on, Empel? Well, I've heard a rumor you might be interested in. When we were at the Holy Tower of Pinot, do you remember the ruins we saw along the way? You mean the ones built into the sides of the valley? No, not those. The ones we saw before that. They were set away from the main road a bit. I think I remember the ones you're talking about, yeah. Apparently a powerful monster has appeared in that area. Some travelers even came under attack. What were travelers doing there? Isn't that place forbidden? Other travelers aren't concerned with what your village forbids, not to mention those who enjoy defying norms. People like you, in other words. I guess I can't really deny that. Anyway, considering the location, it could be related to alchemy in some way, which is why I'm bringing it up. Okay, you've sold me. Let's go check it out. A powerful monster? Time to put my training to the test. After the Ravaging Queen, this will be nothing. I'm sure you're going to force me to go anyway, so fine. Alright, let's prepare and head to the ruins. I mean, with the gear we've got on, nothing should really stand in our way, should it? So let's block my containing items in there. And set the last exploration record, isn't it, really? The Underworld. Who should I actually get to do this one? I mean, Ryza's had 2. Makes sense for Ryza to do it because of the end of the journey and all that, but I guess this is Lila's home, right? I'll let Lila do a short, sharp shrift explanation. That'll be fine by me. And we could be synthesizing our time away and doing even more, but I think we'll go over to where it wants us to go, shall we? So it's not there. It's on the Traveler's Road. It's the ruins before that. Limewick Hill. Well, you mean you could see the difference straight away, especially because I spent so much time here. There's actually a new monster over there as well. Does the golden slime move position? So there is that last element that we did not have or could not find during the main game playthrough. I'm not quite sure why you'd be, like, attacking people, mind you, here, there, and everywhere. But now I'm wondering if the gold slime, the big gold slime, has moved up here. Indeed it has. So you've been sadly got rid of your position. And now you're standing in front of the lovely golden uni farming tree. For all my lovely gemstones. So, with a party that is powerful and a new picture, it seems, as well, for the end of the game. It's nice to check out that. Let's see if the gear tier we currently have is still very much capable of the job, which I very much expect it is. I feel that we overpower to the next level of being overpowered. Hello. There it is. I sense a powerful presence. It's an elemental. I've never heard of anything like that before. These ruins may very well have the power to summon monsters. So it was called here from somewhere else, like the dragon. It's certainly possible, but the truth is still shrouded in mystery. Regardless, if it's here and it's hurt people, we have to do something about it. Is everyone ready? Yeah. I can do it. Okay, let's go. She's got an axe. Oh, it's got more HP than the final boss. And takes less damage, I guess. Thankfully, our defensives are enough to hang up against it, unless maybe it has some kind of nasty debuff, to be fair. Resist magical damage as a whole. Our power's still pretty good, though. Can easily fight against it. Let's hope for some more orders to come. Deal magical damage, eh? Well, I'm not really going to break you at this point, am I? Here comes the attack. Dusk Burst. Actual damage. How much would that have done without the power we actually had? That's what I wonder. Okay, you're gonna power up again, are you? Still ice damage. Luckily, we do regen. That lower the enemy stats at all? It did. Here comes another Dusk Burst. I switched to Lent to use his heal, but because we're regaining HP anyway, and now Claudia's broken, Guess that's a little worse off than we were before. Now the question is, do I try to do a fatal drive or not? I'd like to. Let's finish it. Lento power. Do you give up them, powerful monster? Nothing can stand against the warrior known as Lent. And we keep on leveling up. Seems like kicking the end of that sword would be tricky. Dark cores were obtained. Oh, Tao, come on. You didn't even have to fight. That thing was really strong. And yet you were stronger. You've all grown so much. Well, considering everything we've been through. Apparently, it was connected to alchemy. It possessed a gathering bottle. Oh, that's right. I wonder what it was doing with that. No idea. It almost certainly didn't create the bottle itself. It must have gotten it from somewhere else. Perhaps somewhere within these very ruins, or maybe from wherever it was summoned from. Whatever the case, we have no way of determining the truth. Really? Well, at least we beat it and got a bottle for our trouble. Let's head back to the atelier for now. That also was Lent's final special move. So I don't mind getting physical armor as a trait there. His last thing was self-training for beating up the golem race. Physical armor. What's that do? Increases physical resistance. You never would have guessed, would you? Back to the atelier. Of all the ways to get my hands on a gathering bottle, is it the same as the bottles you use? It doesn't seem any different from what I can tell. Well, I guess we'll find out when we use it. So it doesn't seem any different. Travel Bottle Underworld. This one starts at a higher level, does it? So this one's going to have monsters from the Underworld for us to possibly fight, is it? So if I take bowls, I can just level it up nicely. Let's sort by level here. See what the highest level I can get things up to. 37. Well, as I understand it, there is another boss we can fight if we can level this up as high as we possibly can. So now comes the point of trying to do that. Trying to get something leveled up a ton. You can use a recipe as well. So maybe it's ready to transfer materials as well. That seems different as well. Ready to transfer materials. What does that mean? Gold Uni Ravine was made. So I can keep transferring materials to up and up and up and up its level. So I guess I'll do that then. So the current level resets. You can keep building it up from where it is. Let's do that. For the power of editing, I'm going to level this thing up. And so after getting a little bit more in the way of gemstones, I have now leveled up the Travel Bottle Underworld to level 93. In fact, I could take it even further. No problem, I've just been basically plugging it in with Cetrin every time I've been doing anything, which has been giving it a nice level bump. So a nice round 100 sounds good to me. I did change it to a rose and leaf domain, which is something that I did need to do. And I did that just by combining it with the space bottle, I think it was at the time. So that just changed over to domain, and then I leveled it up to level 100 because there is one more boss to fight, or at least a strong boss, maybe. However, in the meantime, our exploration log has been percolating. So let's check it out, our final one. And here we'll put this. Ah, you chose mine. I think yours was the best for sure. I tried to summarize it as best as I could, but it may become obsolete someday. What do you mean? Empel and I have been sealing the gates to the Underworld. Once they're sealed, you can never return. Oh, that's true. No matter how much we write, it might all be for nothing. But that's kind of your whole goal, right? Perhaps, but this is the world I grew up in. I'd like to keep a record of it, if only for myself. Yeah, even if you can't go back, it's not like your record of it will disappear. So what is said record? The Underworld. Hometown. This is my homeland. No matter how long I've been gone, it's where I was born and raised. A bustling old land. This place used to be full of life, but now that time has come to an end. This isn't a good place. All kinds of curses have come to rest here. It's best if we don't linger too long. I was wondering how her feelings would be of it, and it seems to be complicated. Complicated is how I describe that. So now with our super duper duper travel bottle done, we need to restore it, weirdly. With some gems. Make it so we can go in. N9B9, is it? So that means it is up and available to go. Only once we've filled that bar. Now we can explore. So let's find out what a level 100 Underworld bottle has in store for us, shall we? As we enter the Rose and Leaf domain, where enemies lay, we have Rose and Leafs coming out. Let's just check their quality. So their overall quality is pretty good for it. Defense charge level 19 isn't too bad, I guess. You'd expect to get high level things. What about our enemies? Who have as much HP as some of the bosses, if not more. Oh no, it's the physically weak Dark Scouts though. It bit me! It actually bit me for HP's worth of damage. Oh, except for Lent, who's just OP in every way, shape or form. But if the enemies are actually attacking me now, and they can do damage, then I wonder what lies in wait here. For a boss awaits us. They even give okay experience. You can level up fairly fast for that. Atonement Stingers are a high quality as well. So you can't bring out a map or anything. This is just a whole big area. And supposedly, the higher level you have a bottle, the more the area overall you can explore. Which is why, of course, we had gates stopping us from going in the smaller bottles that we went to. For pretty much entirely that reason. So it looks like all the items, of course, are the Rose and Leaf and the Cave Coral. We can fight the enemies for big amounts of experience. The out point is over here. But I may as well just take the free things. But look over there! Who's that? It's her final form, supposedly, and what are the way to get the achievement, more or less, for beating the big final boss. Nice monolith over there. So let's make our way over, shall we? No need to fight the small fry. I need to get beaten up by the big stuff. But I feel free to take as many materials as I want along the way. Minimap, you lead me to battle. So, is this our true final fight? Let's step forward, shall we? It's a lot of darkness. It's the Queen of Shadow. So I can still do damage. It has 20,000 HP in its first form. Doesn't do too much damage at the moment. We'll see if that changes. Build up our AP. Deal wind damage, use our items. Oh, come on. You could have just left use the wind damage there a little bit longer. Come on, then. Let's get an attack debuff on our enemy here. Oh, supposedly I dealt physical damage. The attack was still going on. So the call-out worked fine. HP, we're good. We'll have to see how things work in the future. So it's charging up. Still lightning damage? There's a good chance to inflict paralyze. I can't lower the enemy stats with this. Alright, we gotta see if the boss's attack is gonna be something crazy. Heavenly Heat Wave. It did actually successfully nuke Ryza. I'll use a trickling breeze there. Yours is stronger after all. I guess keeping its attack down might be good because that was actually some damage. Not enough to stun it or anything. Just as we were about to get the KO, it's broke two of our people. Flint, it's all up to you. Phew. However, that's not its final form. So if that was able to do damage to us with debuffs, what's this gonna do? I guess we found a reason to have our good gear. Looks cool in that kind of color scheme with the background, the colors it is this time around. Also, our friends actually remain break, and now everyone's broken. Should I use the item or not? I can't do anything. There we go. Why did you not use it? Trickling breeze is used on everyone. Damn it, I was just stuck in the inventory there. I thought it would automatically use because it's AoE. That was not the correct thing. Debuff it. Deal ice damage is not a thing I actually have. I don't really want to reduce my defense. Let's use... Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, let's use Fairy's Gift. What do you want me to use? Do you want to try and debuff it or use lightning stuff? Alright, well, we've lent buff, so I'm hoping the attack debuff's still on our enemy. This is a bit more of a fight. Heavenly Bubbles. debuffs have happened, have they? Do more. Nor's defenses, maybe? Solid attack damage came out there, didn't it? More thrusts. More attacks. We hit a break. I'm not going to be able to hit what I want to hit, though. Just about. That was some nice damage. Good job, Claudia. As we finish the game's ultimate boss. Actually did damage to me. The way it should be. 15k experience. Level ups for Claudia. Ryza. And pretty much everyone across the board when you really think about it, because the Elf Bar is doing it too. There we go. What's our loot? So this is way to get a Philosopher's Stone. Element value +2, effect spread +2, add fire, add wind. So it's got all elements. Everything else. Can I make it? And also, was that some taboo drops maybe on top of that? You can always look at the list. Taboo drops indeed. So because I've made that, if I want to farm this stuff even more. But hey, I got the Philosopher's Stone. Life is good. Let's head back to the Atelier and see if anything takes place. For that, looks like it's that. There's no need time to return you to the stream outro. Just to make sure we can't check anything else out, but a Philosopher's Stone I've got now, so hooray! Achievements would have been got, that's for sure. Things continue on like nothing ever happened. Not a thing, not a thing is said or done. And so that is Atelier Ryza. The 2 extra bosses in the post game. You could still grind, get your alchemy level up for trophies and the whatnot. In fact, at this point in time, I'm really close to actually having max trophies, which is weird enough. But I think there's one for like level 99 alchemy level, which is, you know, a grind of its own. Just building up. You can do it with item rebuild and whatnot. But there we go. That is the in-game content, aside from any DLCs you could buy. So if you wanted to see them, you can. But they are short, kind of like story-like skits or areas to do battle with. So if you like the combat, you can. That is what is there to be purchased. But that is it for Atelier Ryza. That's it for our gameplay portion. That is it. What we're doing. I'm going to put you back to the end of the Twitch stream now. Well, we're going to check out quickly what is extras on our new title screen. And I'll see you guys in the future. But the proper outro is coming. So I'll give you back. And then we get a final title screen. So I think for the Twitch side of things, it's a nice time to leave it there. For YouTube, if it continues on, we will see. You just want me to click on extras, don't you? It's art gallery, concert hall, and bonuses. It's pictures, you know. It's actually like voice actor talking about it. Talking about their characters and stuff. The music that you can have on. Art galleries too, which allows you to see, of course, movies and whatnot, and the art that appears throughout the game. Stuff like that. Little bits of bonuses for completing the game. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for watching another Let's Play. Of course, we just have Atelier Ryza 2 ready to go. So the story continues. Where will Ryza go next? We'll find out very shortly on the channel. So hopefully, you'll join me for that. I'll see you guys then for more. Have a great one. Bye-bye.